description for Kratos was just, we want him to be badass. And that was the direct quote from Dave, that he used the word that a lot, all over. So I knew okay, that's a definite, we need to get that. But at the beginning, we didn't even know if it was gonna be male, female. Some of the sketches were actually a female Kratos, possibly. We're looking for anything that might work. This was just, it doesn't really look like much. It's some kind of alien creature. Or a little bit more comical, big hands, big feet, a flame for his hair. It's almost like holding the weapon like a pool cue. Originally, I was feeling like maybe we need to kind of give him a little soft spot, something that humanizes him. And so we tried the whole baby idea, kind of like the lone wolf and cub, and figured, okay, we can't do a baby because we can't have a baby getting injured or anything like that. So, okay, how about I put a puppy back there? And Dave actually liked that idea at first, but just in terms of implementing it, it would cause a lot more gameplay issues. Eventually, Dave kind of went a different direction with it. And it's like, hey, how about you have to kill the puppy before it turns into Cerebus? I was like, oh, okay. The second stages, we went through a lot of different types of characters. Dave saw this one, he's like, oh yeah, it's capturing the feeling of what he wanted. The next big challenge was, what is he going to be using? Because this is a game, and one of the big things that we need to really push is, how does he fight? At some point, Dave responded to some chains that I'd put on him, and then at some point, I gave him 2 blades. But those 2 elements were never really put together. They're like, we need to hurry up and come up with something. And I think one day I was like, okay, I'll just go off to lunch by myself. I need to think about this. And I went to Carl's Jr. I think I still have that sketch somewhere, and it's like a little napkin sketch. That was the first sketch that we started to go towards. Kratos with the double blades, big thick blades, swinging him around with his chains. As an artist, I would like to push him more. As a game artist, where we ended up, I think it works well.
When I first started here, Kratos had the chain blades. The main thing, the theory behind all of it, was to maintain the fluidity of the change and the fact that there was weight at the end of them, but not cripple the player because of it. Not like you'd have to sit there and wind up and go all over the place. It was actually just like a performance or something, which sounds, but it's not.
The biggest challenge, I guess, would be animating his blades. In the beginning, the rig didn't really support that kind of weapon, so there was an evolution in the way we handle all that. Now the animators are a lot happier. Actually, everything with the rig right now is pretty good. It's pretty easy to animate Kratos compared to the first game.
Kratos was that sort of brutal, no-holds-barred, just vicious guy. What I was trying to put into it as well was it was sort of the violence, but it also had a bit of the style to it, so that you felt cool playing this guy.
We wanted to keep the player interested, so we can't just do a rehash or recolor of something else. And so we struggled a lot with the powers and also the weapons. And in the first game, we had 1 sub-weapon, the chains and the sword. And so we knew that we needed to expand upon that.
I really wanted to experience that being cut down to size, that fall from grace, and have the player experience that during play, actually have to deal with all that, and then take a little bit of their own emotions of losing their powers, their frustration, and then it kind of focuses towards the antagonist of fuck that guy, he took my stuff.
He looks more smoothly than the first game. Texture is more detailed than the first game, but actually the technical side is cheaper than the first game character. This is a model with texture, and we use the green color to do all the transparency.
Initially it was very hard because the design always asks for a lot of things, and my initial reaction is, no, we can't do that, or you're crazy. The tech group and myself, we kind of just beat our heads against the desks and we figure it out and we do it, and then we actually see it and go, oh wow, we can push Kratos to a higher level.
He has full facial animation ability. We could do fine weighting. All the in-game cinematics are using this model.
We're able to get closer to Kratos during actual gameplay and combat without any of the thing falling apart, which is fantastic. That's a really big thing. He really, I think, goes through a lot. At the end of this one, He's denied again his vengeance, and he finds out something that the extras movie said was already so, but just bummed me out that we said that, so we're pretending that the extras movies aren't 100% there. So all the people out there who are finished the game and have gotten this and have said, oh, what the hell, the extra movie said that Kratos' mom told him that Zeus was his dad. I don't care.